discussion? What is the topic for today's discussion? Is right. Once you are awakened, what is the best thing to do? Once you are awakened, what is the best thing to do? Sip Siri, Sip Jyoti, Sip Kavalji, Sip Anna Natraj, Sip Shiva, Sip Samatma, Sip Deepatma, Sip Manisha, Sip Krishna, Sip Will, Sip Saroja, Sip Rajendra, Sip Shadow, Sip Girish Ananda, Sip Rekha, Sip Chotwani, Sip Kumar, Sip Bliko, Sip Yogini, Sip Aim, Sip Gigi, Sip Shiva, Sip Sita, Sip Sukhi, Sip Bliss, Sip Sagai, Sip Vinayak, Sip Sarlananda, Sip Sarlananda is a good name, Sip Atmanji, Sip Nichani, Sip Shair, Sip Anil, Sip Laveen, Sip Renuka, Sip Meenakshi, Sip Dinay Das, Sip Soham, Sip Premchandji, Sip Atmanand, Sip Chidanand, Sip Chitra, Sip Lakshmi. Welcome to the call. And the rest of you whom I cannot see, namaskars to all of you. Today's interesting discussion, I must tell you, very interesting discussion. And what is the discussion I told you, right? The discussion is, what is this air of mine? Once you are awakened, what is the best thing to do? Once you are awakened, what is the best thing to do? Who is going to go? Let me see if who is ready. I have Atma. Yes, I have Atma, sir. Once awakened, once जाग गए, कोई आदमी जाग गया, इंसान जाग गया. What is the best thing to do?
Yeah. Good evening, sir. Krishnan. How are you,
Yes, sir. Very good. I'm good.
Very
Tell
good.
me, sir.
Once awakened, we should always, we should never lose the sight of that SAP consciousness. Always, because we have come to a stage where we know that death is certain. Yeah, because God has given this opportunity, the SIP has given us an opportunity in the form of he has given the human body to us. In none other janma, we can't realize God. Only the self-realization and God realization is possible
Good.
only in the human birth. Huh?
Good. Once you have realized,
once
what's the best thing to do?
What is for the last 2 days, what I am doing, I am telling you, I am just sharing with you. I was going through the Ramana Maharishi's history, and he has told some spiritual seeker has asked him about how to always stay in the subconsciousness. He has advised that spiritual seeker to study the Ribu Gita. For the last 2 days, I am going in depth actually. That is for the advanced seeker, but I am only in the initial stage. Anyhow, once we have awakened, we should never, we should always be in the subconsciousness. Whether I'm Aham Atma or Aham Brahmasmi, I should always catch hold of that. Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached.
Your answer is good, but how? Today we will learn how. Reading Ribba Gita is no guarantee that we will be in subconsciousness.
Perfect.
What is the best way? What is the best thing to do? Let us try to today. Sip will give the answer. I have got some idea. But Sip will give the answer. Krishna, Krishna, what is the best thing to do? Krishna, and then after Krishna, Atmanand, all advanced seekers.
So Shiboham, once you are awakened, you are asking what is the best thing to do. So, so we could only say what you are doing. Like I think you need to surrender and sacrifice sansar for SIP and do SIP work alone as a divine instrument.
What will happen? Very good answer. Very good answer, because you also you caught this is called catching the bull by its horns. What have you done?
Because catching you say no, I'm only, I'm repeating what you do because you are the awakened person in this Zoom call. So what 1 hour you spend in writing bhajans, 1 hour you spend, podcast, then Zoom, your retreats, your quest. But you yesterday gave me a beautiful answer at the same time, always as a mumukshu. You're always, sipping the lip, you're continuing. Means actually the answer is you're not doing anything, you're being that.
So how can you be like that?
So whatever lessons I have got from you, I'm trying, matlab almost a good percentage of time, you know,
So आज
I,
today sixer. Today we will hit sixer today.
yes, sir.
Done.
So, I don't know whether you would remember that since I'm associated with a cancer foundation. I was not, after coming to the spiritual thing, I was thinking, why should I do? That is a karma, and I was keeping away. But आपने बोला एक patient को सिप जैसे जाओ. And I always carry an air book when I go to my foundation. And
Very good.
that has created a, I don't know, it's so transformative whenever I have followed what you have said. And these are the, yesterday someone was asking, what are the practical tips? हम सब मतलब little by little we are advancing, doing all this. And one little thing I do daily, because you said first आप ध्यान योग में बैठना. So ध्यान योग के बाद a small little thing I'm not even told to anybody, even to my husband. One little thing I do is when I, morning I wake up, my kitchen will be, sink will be full of vessels. मुझे लगता है कि वो सर्वेंट जो मेड आएंगे वो भगवान ही है. This is something my guru also taught me. Without even telling her, I wash at least 25% of the
Very
burtons
good.
without even she do knowing, anybody knowing, because that I'm doing for SIP. ऐसे छोटे छोटे I'm trying to, and then spreading the message also as much as possible I try to do. Because
Very
in
good.
my office also, it is full of spiritual books. All my colleagues know about it. Whenever I get a chance, I try to. And then Baki, then one thing you said, which I practice is every day, sip se puchna, aaj kya karon? Ya kya karon? And many a times I think, "Hey, Bhagwan, I don't know how I'm getting the courage and the direction. Thanks to you, sir. बहुत grateful है.
वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड आंसर. आप बहुत मतलब आपका आंसर कोई पकड़ ही नहीं सके, इतना लंबा ट्रेन जैसा आपका आंसर, ट्रेन जैसा हो गया बड़ा. बट वेरी गुड आंसर, परफेक्ट आंसर, परफेक्ट आंसर. अब इसको आंसर को हाउ टू मेक दिस आंसर इन.
I think the simple answer I can give is dire dire, once you have realized all your wings are cut. And I myself, I can feel the freedom. Well, I was bonded, not anybody is tying me down. But now all my wings are dire dire getting loosened, it is getting cut, and I am sacrificing that for SIP.
Very good, beautiful, very beautiful answer. But I'm not going to dilute your answer. Keep your answer on the table. Let everybody give part whatever they think, because nobody can repeat your answer. Impossible. What answer you're giving? Impossible for somebody to repeat. So let everybody give the answer. I have to give a practical answer today at the end of it. Let me see what SIP gives me by the end of it. I don't know. But let me surrender to SIP. Thank you. Very good answer from Krishna Atmanand.
Shivam
But I
Guruji.
told you, end of the call only we'll have SIP answer. Yes, Atmanand. Bolo.
Yeah, so I think as you say in the meditation, from a human doing, you just become a being, right? So you don't do anything, you just be a being. That means what I understand is you just live like a divine instrument.
And then what do you do?
So, you do whatever is the thing the divine tells you, or to, help people to realize
And how do you
the,
know? How do I help people realize what?
to help them in their journey of self-realization.
Very okay. Answer again. You have given very short answer. Very good answer. Explain. By just saying like that doesn't work, right? So because now you are awakened to a great extent. You feel you're awakened to some extent, great extent, whatever you're awakened. What are you doing as a person who is awakened?
I am caught in samsara.
So you're giving a theoretical answer. That means you're just giving a theory.
No, but I'm coming towards practical. You know my situation, so I'm coming there slowly.
Yeah. Oh, but at this point of time, you are giving what they call not hypothetical, but you're giving क्या बोलते हैं इसको English में? You're giving
Technically
a
correct answer.
technically you're giving advocating. You're advocating the answer. Correct? It is not
Yes.
something that you're practicing the answer. But good again, good answer. I am happy. See, because what happens? I must tell you all that many of you in this call have been awakened to different levels. I cannot put a percentage or a number, but many of you have awakened. I can see so many awakened. That's why I call this call ANSA, Air Network of Souls Awakened. This my group's name only. If somebody asks me what's the group, sometimes they say Zoomers. Zoomer is a rubbish name, no? Zoomers. This is ANSA. It is Air Network of Souls Awakened. Jagrat Atmae. This is what I find in this group. Many. But I see even one small matchstick has a fire. Some of you are like a matchstick, and some of you are like a burning pyre. Like a burning pyre means you put 20 logs and you're lighting it and it's full of agni. Many of you are far full, burning full of fire. So let us see. Very good. Good answer. Ashok Nichani. Let us, as I told you, I don't know what SIP will give the end of the answer. SIP will coin the answer. Ashok Nichani and Kamal.
Shivam Sarji,
Namaskar.
Sarji, we should detach all attachments.
And then Ashok, उसके बाद Ashok.
Live like a
Detach
yogi.
करते हैं. हाँ?
Live like a yogi.
Very good. क्या करना Ashok?
You should see the sip in all.
Very good. फिर क्या करना Ashok?
Accept and surrender.
Very good. फिर क्या करना Ashok?
We should practice forgiveness.
Very good. फिर क्या करना Ashok?
Even though that person has done wrong to me, forgive him.
Very good. फिर क्या करना Ashok?
Have gratitude for the divine always.
Very good. उसके बाद
Uh, do meditation.
very nice. And then
Embrace yourself, our growth, our own growth.
our own growth.
Yes, Sarji, we should think I'm not I am that.
So Ashok kept I'm going on drilling. किधर Ashok पहुंचेगा? Pressing button, pressing button, pressing button, pressing button. फिर अशोक अटक गया. पर्सनल ग्रोथ, हमारा ग्रोथ क्या है? हम क्या है? मैं क्या हूँ? कुछ भी नहीं, सब कुछ तुम ही हो प्रभु. हाँ? Okay, good answer Ashok. Good answer. Kamal ji, let me find the right answer today. Kamal ji.
Shivam,
Shivam sir.
if I am awakened, if now, because there is a lot of if before awakening itself is we are track. If I get awakened, the first thing probably what I'll do, or I'll do, why probably yes, I'll do, follows, follow the SIP, what SIP tells you, and looks, see SIP in everybody. If I am awakened.
And then when you see SIP in everybody, then what do you do when you see SIP in everybody?
I mean, if I see SIP, then everybody looks part of me only, na?
And then just enjoy seeing SIP and all.
No, just do whatever the best you can do to make other happy.
How will you make others happy? What will you do? Tell me practically.
See, like what I sent you a message last night.
Tell us. Tell everybody now.
You said something about Atma in Mehak. I said, you please bless her that she wins all the tournament and she shines and she becomes happy with herself. That is what I sent a message to you yesterday.
I read it, but what just by me blessing her to become a champion in chess? What will happen?
Yesterday when you said something to her, that Raja gets killed, but yes, in chess game, the Raja gets captured. He doesn't get killed. And once he captured, then you win.
I don't know, capture, kill, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? चेस में जो coins हैं, वो coins से खेला जाता है ना? कमल जी, कुछ है क्या?
Killing is not important. Every just captured. That I think that's what I understand from the chess.
So you want to summarize what you're saying? Would you want to summarize what you're saying?
Huh?
Would you want to summarize what you're saying in one line?
No, summarize that means do good for others.
Go good for others. Anna, thank you. Anna Polo Natarajan.
I bow down to Guruji.
Namaskar, sir.
See, once you are awakened, your mind is not there and your mind will be there, but you will be on the present stage only, always.
Then there will be no mind. Mind will not be there. Okay, continue.
You are awakened. Then you will be only in the present stage, not the past or the future. Whatever happens is through the divine, and your intuition will be guided by the divine force. Whatever you are doing, that will be guided by the divine force, since you are in the awakened state. And what you are doing now as an awakened soul, you are doing justice to everyone without any compromise or anything. Like that, once we are awakened, we should see everyone as sheep, and we do love and peace should be propagated to everyone, and you should be taught to everyone what the awakened state is level. Like that, what you are teaching to us.
So are you doing like that? Are you doing or you should do, you're saying?
No, once I awakened, I can do it.
You're not
Still,
yet awakened.
still I am not awakened, isn't it?
I don't know. I think you are already started awake. I think already you're become awakened.
I am the sage. I have to cross the milestone, isn't it?
So what will you do till you cross that milestone? Till then, what you will do?
That I will follow the footsteps of you. Whatever the teachings you are
That is,
giving,
you're saying you will do later.
nothing of me. It's okay. Like that, we'll have to take. We should live in the present consciousness.
Do many of you still need to read Gita, Ribba Gita? I told our dearest Krishnan. Anymore, do you, in this call, do you need to read
No,
Upanishad, Gita, Purana?
reading is entirely different, but observing and following the footsteps of Guruji, what he says, that should be the thing. Reading cannot give enlightenment.
So what should you do? One more time I'm asking.
We-
Once you are awakened, what's the best thing to do?
We should sip in all, and whatever the divine gives you the
So
intuition.
keep on seeing. We should keep on seeing, keep on seeing, keep on seeing. And then after seeing, what do we do?
See, whatever that comes to us as a something, what you're told, so against us, something comes, we have to take it in the right sense, and we should move on.
Okay, good. Your answer is quite profound. Let me move on. Thank you, Anna. Will, good. Will and then Das. We have good answers. Many more the masters are wanting to speak today. Will and Das.
I really have questions, more questions than answers.
You can ask the questions.
You've talked about the enlightened ego, and I think there's the big question I have is whether it's possible to fall back as a enlightened person. First question, and the second question is whether there's possible to make further advance. And I sense that one thing the Buddha taught was the Four Noble Truths, and I felt that even if you're enlightened, still there may be some kind of attachment that you could learn from and abandon. Of course, we can talk about your duties to the world and so on, but I think those are the two concerning things, whether you can fall back and whether you can make further advance.
So yes, you are right. Both your answers are right. You can fall back and you can make advance. So what should you do?
I think you should stay with your teacher for a start, for a long time, until he gives you permission to go.
So now, what is the best way to stay with your teacher and advance?
Well, you go and pay your pranam, you take darshan, you stay with him and help him, and take orders from him, I would say. I'd be very cautious about leaving the teacher.
But then how can take your own case? How can you stay with the teacher and be with the teacher? How can you do it? Practically, how can you do it? So today we will get the answer. Today, I told you, today's call is a very special call. I've been telling you all this, I think, since yesterday. Somehow I feel today's call is a very special call, which will, it's just like in an MBBS exam, there are 100 students who get the degree, MBBS degree. How many of these MBBS degrees start becoming a doctor? How many of these people who have got MBBS actually start giving treatment to people? Then they use of their degree of MBBS as a doctor. Otherwise, if I just say, I am doctor, and so many people here are very doctors, I am doctor. Many people, I find it very funny. Somebody asked me, when are you going to get doctorate? I said, why do I need doctorate? Acha lagta hai na doctor, you must be doctor. I said, kya farak padta hai doctor? Many people feel very good. I am a doctor. I am doctor, man. I am doctor. So, what beyond? What beyond? Many people like to have that designation that, in their. But Will, you've given a very beautiful answer. But how and what? Das. Good answer. Das.
Yes. So, Shivam Guruji.
Sure.
So SLS and BLRD and do the spread the knowledge, whatever the best way one can do. SLS. SLS.
SLS is good answer. Spread knowledge, kya spread knowledge, kaun sa knowledge, kaisa knowledge, kya knowledge.
Whatever you have one realized, the way you are spreading the knowledge. So when one awaken the soul should spread the knowledge and try to bring the people to this path, whatever the best way you can do.
So who have you brought to the path? Practically, who have you brought?
Sharing this knowledge with who are connected with me.
Okay, let me pause. How many people in this call, please raise your hand physically, have been brought by somebody in this call? Who will put your hand? Yes, Yogini, who brought you? Chidanand, who brought you? Yogini, please unmute Yogini. Who brought you? And Chidanand, who brought you? Yes, Yogini. Don't put her hand down. Yogini. Unmute. Rekha brought you. Okay. Rekha. So, then I would keep your hand up. You can talk again. Chidanand, who brought you? I can't hear you, Chidanand. Probably it's Dasi. Was it Dasi? Okay, well, your voice is not okay. Just check before your time comes to talk. Who else? Kamalji, who brought you? Was it Renuka? Okay, Renuka brought Kamalji. Who else? I'm waiting for hands to go up. Who was brought in this call by somebody? Yes, Manisha, who brought you? Manisha and Sita, who brought you? Manisha? Sit, Manisha.
Samatma.
Hello.
Samatma. Yes, sit, Manisha.
I used to listen to call when Komal used to put
Komal
you through.
brought you. Okay,
Yes.
Komal, good. Sita, who brought Sita to the call? Samatma, right? Unmute, you're being quick. Sita, who's unmuted?
Samatma.
Okay, good. Meenakshi Ramchandran. Unmute Meenakshi Ramchandran. Who brought you to the call? Meenakshi Ram.
Yeah, Uma Natraj.
Uma Natraj. Very good. Uma
Yes.
Natraj. Who else brought? I think Manisha Gandhi. Who brought you? Was it Samatma? Samatma, right? Okay.
Yes.
So I just took a pause and I'm thinking, so many people of you are so much committed to this call. And because somebody brought you to this call. Sundargiri, who brought you to the call? Sundargiri?
Oh, sir, in my case, sir, I myself, sir, nobody.
That's not the answer. I'm asking if somebody
No.
brought you. Rumataji, somebody brought you to the call, Rumataji? Okay. Does Siri Krishna brought you? Oh no, on Siri. Who brought Siri to the call?
Shiva brought.
Siva brought you to the call. Siva brought Siri. Okay. So Dinesh, I just paused for a practical thing. Now there are more than 15, 20 people on this call who have somewhat of a guru who brought them into this call. It's called a Chota Guru. Even if you bring somebody into the call, you become a Chota Guru, a small guru to that person. Because you brought them into light. Even though you may not be directly giving all the light, but you brought them to the light. So I just paused to take that deviation. Thank you, Chidanand. I hope, Chidanand, your voice and sound is working. Chidanand, yes. No, your sound is not coming, Chidanand. Either you have to remove your earplug or do something. Keep it on. Keep Chidanand sound on. Try to speak, but Atma and Mehek, aim. Chidanand, check your sound. We're waiting for you to talk. Aim.
Yes, good evening, Guruji. I think after the soul is awakened, it should ask questions to itself, like how it got awakened, and then create a journal on it, which they can spread it to people,
My
and
dear,
then they can.
the soul doesn't get awakened. The soul is already awakened. The soul does
Okay.
not need to be awakened. The soul is sip. Soul is the supreme. The soul is
Mhm.
like the sun shining in the sky. The clouds are covering the soul by the body, mind, ego. The soul doesn't need to be awakened. That's why for you to learn in this call every day is very important. So please continue.
Okay.
Siddharth, if you can speak, otherwise shy. We are waiting for Chidanand. If he can speak, shy.
Shivam.
Shivam, sir.
So after getting awakened, I will only say Prabhu He.
Prabhu He.
And then, of course, I expected one answer which did not come. No more knowledge.
Why no more knowledge? Because knowledge is not so bad.
Because
See, I'm
confusion.
asking you one. Okay, let me tell you one thing. So you are still looking for knowledge even today?
No. Another friend of ours who has recently decided no more knowledge. I have already decided no more knowledge for a long time.
You know something? I always tell you. Nowadays I must tell you. I'm eating 50% of how much I used to eat. I used to eat like a hogger. I used to eat and eat and eat. I cannot tell you how much I used to eat. Nowadays, of course, I've given up tea and coffee from September, October, November. Forget it. But you don't need. You know how much food you need? You need only so much food. And the more food you're eating and the more food you're eating, you're creating trouble for your body. You're creating, no doctor will tell you eat more food. No good doctor will tell you eat more food. They will tell you eat less food. Unless you have got you're dehydrated or you're degenerating and you have no energy in your body. So my dear Shahid, very good answer. But somehow, as many of you who are awakened, what's the best thing to do? That is my biggest question
Maybe
today.
I will add Ladi also.
तो लाडी का मतलब क्या है?
Live as a divine instrument.
तो क्या
See,
करेगा
sip.
लाडी?
What?
लाडी तो बोल दिया. हाँ? लाडी का मतलब बोलो क्या है?
Live as a divine instrument. See, sip in all.
What? So
Transcend
what will you
karma
do?
by giving everything is Prabhu's Icha.
But that Ladi must be translated into something very concrete, something specific. Otherwise, Ladi is a good word. Ladi is a beautiful word. But what is Ladi? What is it to live like a divine instrument? I myself ask the question every day to myself. It's not so easy.
Usually, means if you give me some time,
Yeah.
when I was young, I heard a bhajan. He says, "Na yogi karure tapasya, ना कोई धुनि राम रे, शब्द दीप सुरमाला सजा के, बस हरि महिमा नित गाँव रे."
So
And in
okay,
his that he says,
now I'm provoking you. I'm provoking you. वो हरि महिमा नित्य गा तुम गाता है? हरि महिमा हर दिन गाता है?
most of the time as soon as I get up, I'm chanting Shivoham. When I have free time, I'm chanting Shivoham. I do this ini, biya, vai, isi. I have created one keyword. I am not I, but I am. Then who am I? I am Sip. I am soul. Soul is Sip, so I am Sip.
Very good. Now this is what you have done, and I respect. Correct. My question is, अभी इसके बाद क्या करना? इसके बाद क्या करना? That is the question. Chidanand, that you can speak, otherwise Chitra. If Chidanand has gone out of the system, he'll come back with me. Chitra. Chitra is not there. Chitra comes back. Siri.
Shivoham.
Shivoham, yes, Chitra. Yes, Chitra.
After awakening, the consciousness which is outward facing will be inward facing. That is, consciousness will be conscious of itself.
Very good.
So, the consciousness has to abide in that state. There may be some pull about this mind may pull outward, but still it there will be a satat, मतलब एक सतत प्रयास रहता है to abide in oneself and not getting involved in the go through
Chitra,
along with the mind.
good
This is
answer.
first step.
You're reminding me of something. Okay, Chitra, let me ask you. Do you drive? Ever driven a car?
Yes, I drive.
You're driven. When you drove, you're driving now, or when
Yeah.
have you driven car?
No, I've been driving the car.
Very good. So, Chitra, somebody met me.
Yes.
They were 62 years old. How old?
62.
62. And I told them,
Okay.
do you drive? Do you drive? I asked, do you drive? They said,
Yes.
yes, I drive. So I gave them the key of the car. I said, please drive. Then they did not know where to put the key. They did not know where to put the key. Obviously, some cars, every car is. Then I asked them, I think
a little different.
No, I said, I think, are you joking? You know how to drive. Then you know what that person did? He opened his purse and he showed me a license which was 42 years old. How many years old?
42.
And he told me, actually, I got a license when I was 20.
Okay.
I said, and after that, you were driving up to what age?
She didn't
And he
renew
said,
the license.
no, he said, I got the license. And after I got the license, I had an accident on the next day.
Okay.
And 20 years, for 42 years back, I stopped driving.
Oh.
For 42 years, if they don't drive, you think anybody
so there's
like
no
that
practice.
can you get into the car and start driving?
No, not at all.
Because 42
Not
years.
at all.
If you don't drive for 6 months or 1 year, maybe you can drive.
Yeah.
So the question
she's
is,
she's not in touch with it.
Yeah, an awakened person, just if that person looks at the car every day, looks at the car every day, looks at the car every day, it will not remember this. Every day that person seeing the car, no? 62-year-old person, every day they are sitting in a bus, somebody else is driving the car, they are seeing the car, but they have not driven a car for 42 years.
नहीं तो एक तो पहला स्टेप है ये कि अबाइडिंग इन द सेल्फ, फिर सेकेंड स्टेप ये होगा कि स्पॉन्टेनियस एक्शन एमर्जेस फ्रॉम दैट बिकॉज देयर विल बी मोमेंट टू मोमेंट लिविंग. When it is a moment to moment living, it will be prompted from consciousness what has to be done in that given moment. So then we become a real true instrument in the divine hands.
Good. So, I like this word. I like to hear becoming instrument, but how to be an instrument?
Not becoming instrument. It is spontaneous action. It is not anything becoming or any effort. If one is really abiding in the consciousness, like अभी यूनिवर्स सब काम कर रहा है अपना, सन इज राइजिंग, विंड इज ब्लोइंग, सब अपने आप हो रहा है, तो वैसे ही इस बॉडी से भी एक्शंस spontaneously whatever is required at that moment will happen.
I don't think, with all respect, Chitra, nothing in this world happens spontaneously except what SIP has created. What SIP has created spontaneously, we are breathing spontaneously. We don't have made an effort to breathe.
Yes.
We are sleeping, waking up, going to the toilet, thinking. But rest of it, SIP has made us to do. SIP has given us a job. Aisa karo. We have to choose. We can't unless
choose is only one choice. No. Be with the SIP. Be with the SIP. That's the only choice.
Unless you have,
then the action will happen.
If you have given yourself completely up to SIP, if you have become shunya, if you have become shunya, that is a different matter altogether. We are not talking about that condition in this call.
Okay.
We are talking about people who are awakened. After getting awakened, what should we do? Siri, what should we do after getting awakened? That is the big question mark. Very important question mark for us. Siri. Shivam.
We will live as a yogi. And another thing is, tell most of the person that to inquire who you are, to come into the spiritual path. Whoever you see, you just tell them. You first go inside and tell who you are. Just.
But they will
I am doing that. I have started doing it. Even if somebody speaks to me too much, I tell, instead of speaking all these things, you just inquire about yourself, who you are, you go in that line. afterwards we can. Many persons are not like that.
But sometimes they will not understand. So if you just tell them who you are, they'll say, what you're talking, man, who you are. I know, no, I am Ramanathan. I'm Ramanathan. What you're telling, who you are. I know I am Ramanathan.
Many people knowing also they are not interested. Some people, I told Atma Vichar, in Tamil we say, you do Atma Vichar. So they tell, no, I know all these things, but that is all very difficult. No, then I told them, don't waste the time. Even if it is difficult, you just keep on inquiring. Many persons they know, some persons they know. Actually, of my age, above 50, many people they start knowing all those things. But still they are not interested.
My dear Siri,
yes, good.
If they know, then they should become into an interesting intellectual conversation with you, spiritual conversation. So that means actually they don't know. That means they are caught in avidya. And if we are not able to help them, then they will live and they will die as in avidya. That means the sip in them will not be realized and the sip in them will slip. And then they will come on one more trip. The sip in them will slip and they will come for one more trip. So what can we do? That is the question. As you are awakened, you are an awakened person. What can you do? What's the best thing you can do?
No, one is I should live a yogi, and the thing is to keep on spreading this message. These are the two answers.
So I don't let me end the call before giving you a small correction in that. Okay, don't let me end the call if I'm not giving correction. Specifically, I have to tell you what to do when there are people who are not listening. For example, that Ramanathan saying, "Inna Siri, what are you saying? Inna Teri." Then what to do when the Teri comes in? Then what to do? Govind Mehta. Once we are awakened, what's the best thing to do? Govind Mehta. Is Govind there? Otherwise, if Govind Mehta is not there, Rumataji is not there.
Shivoham,
yes, Govind.
So an awakened person means he or she has been able to cut the monkey's tail.
Yes.
And therefore has become a monk.
Yes.
So being a monk and being awakened means self-realization.
Yes.
So what is the next thing to do based on what we have learned so far is God realization, unification, and liberation and unification.
What you're saying is very beautiful. But I want to give you today a secret of how you can do that.
Happy to learn.
Today I'm telling you, today I'm revealing a very good secret. And I did not know the secret up to yesterday or day before yesterday. I did not realize it. But and many of you have been saying it. Many of you have been saying it in bits and pieces. But I hope I will be able to explain it to you practically what you must do. And go in, so stand by. It's very important because I know that I see on your you had something written in GIM. What was it? Govind Mehta?
God in me. God in me.
But I don't see it today in your image. But in your WhatsApp image, it's there. Is it what God in me?
Yeah, it's in my WhatsApp image.
Why it's not in this image, I don't know.
I'll
So
change
very good. Why? See, Govind Mehtani puts his symbol as Jim, G-I-M. Beautiful name. I don't know whether you started calling yourself Jim, I don't know. But or do people call you Jim? I don't know.
Not yet.
What a beautiful name. And also it is GM is Govind Mehtani. Only SIP has given the name. Where did you get this name from?
Govind Mehta GM, my first WhatsApp.
No, GIM. Where did you get GIM?
I just made it up myself.
Was it in Vevi or was it before that or after that or what?
After Vevi, definitely after Vevi.
So this is the awakening. And I wish you start your regular signature as Jim. That will change many things. But hope I can give you an answer today. Rumataji, thank you. Thank you, Jim. I'm going to call you Jim from today. Rumataji.
Thank you.
Rumataji, she's gone to Jim. Got it. So Sophia, like yes, Sophia.
Yeah. So I would say that if I'm enlightened, I will stay in Satchitanand, in pure consciousness, and with truth and bliss, and in present moment, and do my duties as it come in the moment, and thank daily universe for everything, and stay in double
this is
happiness
this is very
and
dangerous.
enjoy and
This is very
and with
dangerous.
and seeing fit in all and I have to remain with my own soul. I'm not body, mind, and ego.
What
So
what you're
stay in
saying,
Satchidanand.
what you're saying theory wise is beautiful, practically very dangerous. So wait for some time. Siva,
Okay.
administrator, I want to speak for 5-10 minutes today. Okay. So Siva and Sundar and I am Atma Bliko. I hope I can speak after this.
Shivam
Shiva.
Guru, Shivam.
Shiva.
What comes to my mind is when I am awakened to the truth, there is no karma. There is no mind, so there is no karma. We transcend the karma and become a yogi to continue the spiritual path along with be a karma yogi, especially do service and be a karma yogi and deepen the love for God to get the God realization.
How you will be Karma Yogi?
Karma yogi, whatever as a ladi only, whatever comes in front of me.
Tell me practically what you are doing as Karma Yogi. Tell me practically what you are doing.
Now at present, I tell people to at least to join this happiness secret, if not Zoom, because some come and go away, Zoom call, and I distribute some books also to the people. But I'm trying my best to at least make them come to this call, happiness secret, which is just 10 minutes. So,
but then how many people have you got on the call, for example? Just to ask you.
No, only one only. She is only regular. Siri is only regular. And others are coming and going, coming and going. They are
That
not
means the
coming.
method. That means you have to fine tune the method. Something is not okay in the method.
Okay.
Imagine if I have got a cold and I keep taking the tablet and the cold doesn't go and I keep taking the tablet and the cold doesn't go and I keep taking the tablet. Means something wrong, no?
No, but when they see me, they ask me, you are always smiling, you are always happy, you have no problem. Problems are there. That's why I said, come to its happiness secret at least for 10 minutes. You will know what it is exactly. But they, 1 or 2 days, they will come and then they just disappear. I'm trying my best.
Okay, good. Let me see. Let me know. I'm asking you all questions because it should be part of the whole issue. Let me see how we can solve this matter.
Yeah.
Sundargiri, Bliko, and second round I am Atma. Sundargiri.
Oh, Shivam, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, after getting enlightenment, sir, just I want to spread the same knowledge what I experience.
So are you spreading?
Spread the if I get enlightened.
You are waiting to be enlightened, then you'll start spreading.
Yeah, that will be more authentic, sir. Other if before enlightenment, I mean, it is just like
Let me ask you a quick question. Quickly,
okay,
pay
sir.
attention to my question. Pay attention to my question.
Yes.
You have been on this call more than 1 year. You have been on this call.
Yes.
You've been at least 1 year. What have you awakened about in this call? Give me 3-4 things that you have awakened about. Have you awakened few things in this call?
Yes, sir. When I get up in the midnight, I feel very relaxed and all the worries, all the tension goes away. I mean, there is no single thoughts in my mind when I get up at midnight.
Good.
That's
Let me see.
That might be the big achievement, sir, for me. I mean,
earlier you were having a lot of stress in the midnight.
I don't mean that, but when I remind all the lectures what you give, and all the worries goes away.
because that light comes on and you realize I am not I, you realize you are SIP and all those things. So you are like that. Thank you. Bliko, I want to speak today for a few minutes. Bliko and Ahem Atma. So today I can take 5-10 minutes to talk. And then you can answer, you can put in any hands up after Ahem Atma, after my talk. Bliko and Ahem Atma. Unmute Bliko. Unmute Bliko. Ahem Atma.
Okay.
Bliko,
Okay.
speak.
Shivoham. Yeah, Shivoham, I love you all. Ship. I will make it quick because this one is like a spiritual ladder when we are in the spiritual path. Now, when we are talking about awakening, this is a stage where you have still to achieve some more steps. Now, after realizing, I realized so many things like this sansar is illusion, I am nothing, I'm not body, mind, ego. And all this thing makes, the stage of awakening more clear day by day. But we have to go forward in this journey. That means the Sthita Prajna stage is still left. I am still slipping in some of the things which I should not, and immediately I recognize that also. But now I need your help to, get progress. So I will wait for the answer.
Today you will get the answer.
Thank you very much.
Today you will get the answer. Ahem Atma, quick comment and I want to start. Ahem Atma. Krishnan, unmute. We cannot hear you. We cannot hear you.
Yeah.
Yes, now.
Yeah. Good evening, sir. Yeah. Sir, once a person has awakened, I think what Mr. Bliko said, you should become a Sthita Prajna, that desire, fear, and angry. All these three things has to go away from the awakened person so that he will establish himself in the SIP actually. That Sthita Prajna stage is the next step for the from awakened stage. We have to sacrifice all the fruits of actions and we should be a Sthita Prajna. Whatever comes with the total acceptance and surrender, with the total acceptance and surrender, and if you are going to live by moment, it will be easy for us to cross the ocean of samsara. That is the
good. Now let me tell you. I think many of you have given very good answers. Specifically, I liked Krishna's answer to the base. But after Krishna's answer, many have given good answers to add on to this. But let me explain something to you. Point number 1. Don't wait to be fully awakened. What's the first point I'm telling you? Don't wait to be fully awakened. You will never be awakened. You will never be awakened. You are already awakened. Who am I telling? I'm not telling somebody who's on this call from 2 days or 4 days or 10 days. I'm talking of those of you who are masters, who can answer the questions, who know the subject, who know the meaning of I am not I am not the body that will die, I am not the mind, I am not the ego, who knows the meaning happiness you can choose. You are already awakened. Now, 2-3 things. Whether you are partly awakened or completely awakened, what is the best thing that you can do? You have to surrender yourself completely to SIP. Who was trying to say it? I don't know. See, many of us are saying, oh, we will live in consciousness, we will go inner, we will spend time in silence, we will spend time in meditation. Do all that. Who's telling not to do? Please do all that. Nothing stops you from doing that. But that will not take you up. What will take you up? What will take a doctor from an MBBS to a doctor? Is practicals. If you don't have practical, if a doctor does not, after getting MBBS for 10 years, if he becomes an engineer doing engineering, he cannot go back and become a doctor. Impossible. He may have a degree. Many of you have got a degree in this call. What are you doing? What are you doing? The moment you are able to successfully get one person in this call means you are succeeded. If Shiva brought Raji to the call, succeeded. Samatma has brought so many people to the call. Now, I'm not only telling about getting to the call, but Samatma getting to the call means this is not saying I will be a divine instrument. I will be Ladi. No, don't say I will be Ladi. Be Ladi. See, I'm telling you, let me give you my practical example. I was managing one of the biggest Shiva temples in India. The moment I got awakened, I gave up the management. I was managing 800 people in an anath ashram, 800 people in 3 anath ashrams. The moment I got awakened, I stopped that. Does not mean I stopped it. I gave it to people and I reduced my focus on that to 5%. Doing karma yoga, for example, going, serving, helping others is good. But if you want to become Satchidanand Atma, this learning has to be put into practice. You have to completely focus your life on this because this is the highest karma yoga. This is the highest. What did Lord Krishna do? Lord Krishna's example is was he fighting the war or was he teaching Arjuna? His goal was to enlighten people. I don't speak too much about it because my knowledge on the subject is limited. If I take people, whether it is Ramana Maharishi or Vivekananda or Adi Shankara or Ramakrishna Paramahansa or Swami Chinmayananda, if I take Swami Chinmayananda's job was just one. No? He will go on screaming, talking, dedicated his life. How are you? And why am I telling this to you? I am telling this to you because this will push you up. Don't say I want to become Sthit Pragya. You will become Sthit Pragya. How will you become Sthit Pragya? If you put all these teaching, learning, you are already a master because you don't need more. Correct me if I'm wrong. You know the subject in and out, right or wrong? If I look at Atmanand says, oh, Atmanand, short period of time. I think how much time Atmanand you've been unmute Atmanand? How much time? 5 months. 5 months. He has been able to know the complete subject. Now, what will transform your life further? When you become a real instrument of SIP. What is the real instrument of SIP? Siri, don't tell me I spoke to somebody, I told do Atma Vichar, oh, you cannot do, you go to hell. I cannot help you. No, Siri, you have to help people to come on this path and be awakened. How you do it, I don't know. Whether you, Shiva I told people to come to happiness call. Happiness call is the simplest method. I mean, I don't know. I do the happiness call because I'm hoping one day through that call, hundreds of people will learn. What am I? Okay. Have you ever thought, what do I benefit with this? What do I gain? What is my personal benefit? If I'm trying to teach all of you, guide all of you, show you the path, what is the personal benefit? What am I trying to gain? No. That's not the question. I have surrendered myself to SIP. Today, this call topic, who brought the call topic? Why I have brought this call topic after so many years? Once you are awakened, remember you are already awakened. If I look at people, Anna, Kamal, Siba, Yogini, Bliss, Shair, the names I can see, Sukhi, Ashok, Manisha, I can tell you there are names, I'm just talking names, whether it is Chidanand, Samatma, of course, Chotwani, all of you, Krishna, definitely, this Saralananda, new name, Saralananda, Aham Atma. Aham Atma already has knowledge, maybe Aham Atma little new. I would say Aham Atma, but probably Aham Atma not even 1 month, you've joined 1 month over, not yet over. 2 months? 2 months over? 1 month only. So I'm saying 1 month is little delicate. At least I feel somebody should spend minimum 3 months on this call. I'm telling you don't, because anybody 1 month on this call may not have a full, may not be able to guide people. But somebody who has got 3 months on this call, I can tell you 3 months of this call is enough awakening for you. Unless you are switching your video off and you're doing video games or you're doing cooking during the call, no, then it cannot, that's not counted. If you are paying attention to this call, audio, video, regularly for 3 months, that means you have self-certified. You yourself are certified. See, try to understand. 42 years back, that man got a driving license. He cannot drive the car. MBBS doctor, 10 years did not practice. After 10 years, can he go become a doctor? After MBBS, he has to start practicing. He has to go as an intern. He has to go to a hospital and work in the hospital. Otherwise, what do they do? If you do F&B, I know how many of you know F&B, food and beverage department. When you get a MBA in hospitality industry, you know what they do? How many of you know what they do when you get a hospitality in food and beverage? They take you and they put you in a hotel and they make you work in the kitchen. They make you a waiter. They make you carry tray. You have to carry glasses and plates. They make you go to the front office department. They make you work in all the departments in the hospitality industry before you can be qualified to be an MBA in hospitality. My dear friends, what am I telling you today? The best thing you can do if you're awakened, awaken people. Awaken people, of course, easiest thing is this Zoom call, happiness, but it's not, even if it's not this, some of you may do by giving books. Some of you may do by giving simple guidance, what you have learned. I am not telling you how to do it, but you should get people to the state where you are. You should get people. If Shiva got Siri and Siri has come to level of Shiva at the same level or even crossed, who brought Krishna? But Krishna came with you both, or who brought Krishna? Huh? Shiva or Siri? Krishna, how did you come to this call? Where's Krishna? Unmute.
I came by.
You came on your own?
Yeah.
Arey, wow, I didn't know that. I thought so. So see, how many people are lucky to realize SIP on their own? Very rare. Bliko, nobody brought Bliko on this call. Bliko was searching for SIP. He was searching. He found it. Blitz, she's searching. She found it. I think Shair, I don't think somebody brought Shair on this call. He searched, he found it. This is another kind of people who are searching and who found it. My dear friends, before the time gets over, what am I telling you today? Simple message. If you want to be fully awakened, self-realized and God-realized, if you want to become one with SIP, you want moksha, nirvana, salvation, dedicate yourself to SIP. Dedicate yourself to SIP. Do only SIP work. I'm not saying don't do other work. Other work, if you're going to a cancer hospital and treating people like SIP, do it. But slowly change your focus completely into this awareness. Because this awareness will help you grow in your awareness. I hope you're hearing me carefully. Why am I telling you? Because if you're, see, I'm asking you one question. What happens to a teacher who goes on teaching and teaching and teaching and teaching? You know what happens to the teacher? Not only the teacher teaches the student, the teacher becomes a better student itself. The best way for a teacher to improve the knowledge is to teach students. There can be no better way. If you all want to grow in this path, the practical thing is whatever you are learning, whatever you have learned, whatever you have awakened, spread it. This is what you should spread. This is the way, the best thing for you to attain SIP. I hope if anybody has got one or two questions, I will take, but I want to close the call. Anybody wants to ask quickly one or two questions? Otherwise, I want to close the call. I have Anna. Anna wants to ask something. Yes, Anna.
I am very much delighted to see your answer, sir. But I came to the call of my own.
Very good. Now you do SIP work. This message of
Yes,
SIP must.
yes, I am doing all my. I am teaching my son, my daughter, my wife, and others. Since I cannot go outside, I am through WhatsApp. I am doing it.
Have you got anybody on the call?
No, not it, not it.
That will be your first success.
Yes.
You are seeing how people in this call have come
Yes,
and
yes,
they
yes.
have benefited.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
I am also
Good.
I am also benefited because of you.
Okay. No, but how can we take the message of SIP to make it's not going to reach everybody? Out of 100 people you talk to Siri, out of 100 people we try Siri, only one will be changed.
Yes.
Out of 100 people when you try, only one will be agreed to come. Okay, we have quick come to close
that
quickly.
is the karma.
Yeah, Bliko, thank you, Bliko. We have tomorrow. We continue tomorrow on the question. Yes,
Yeah,
Bliko.
you are very right. Because when you tell 100 people, your lesson will get revised 100 times.
Did you understand this
That is
now?
the key. I got it.
Did you understand?
Yeah.
Did you
True.
understand? When you are,
True.
Anna, I hope you understand. If you are telling the
Forget
lesson
about
100
somebody.
times.
Forget about somebody comes on the call or not. Is not your lookout.
Correct. Beautiful.
Right.
Shair, you got the answer, Shair. अगर ये हम बहुत बोलेंगे, you have to, when you keep saying this message to people, you become a master. Okay, good. Very beautifully said. I'm happy you got the point, Bliko. Ahem Atma. And Sonia, we will close with Ahem Atma and Sonia.
Sir, good evening, sir. Sir, I
Yes, sir,
brought my Amma. Actually, she can't speak, but she can able to understand English. She is following. There's some Galaxy phone, something is there. My mother has, I made her join. She is 73 years. She can understand, but she is not so much fluent, but she can understand.
No problem. No, I'm telling you, this is the best karma yoga you could have done.
Okay.
If you can bring your mother who is 74 years old to this call, there can be no better karma yoga than this.
Thank you, sir. Really.
I'm telling you, there can be no better karma yoga. It is the best thing you can do for SIP. Last question, last point from Sonia. Then tomorrow we can continue. Sonia. Sonia, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, Sonia.
Thank you so much for the topic today. And I came by myself. I didn't get brought by anyone. But I also feel like I don't have that circle of influence right now. So I think I need to first improve myself before I say anything to anyone else.
So first of all, 2-3 quick points before I close. You came in the call because you have a thirst for the subject and for God and for realization. Point 1. Point 2, I said nobody should try to do this till you finish 3 months on this call actively. And 3, you don't need a circle of influence. The whole world is our circle of influence. I am not finding for appropriate people to share this message. I have dedicated myself to SIP and I am doing SIP's work. And I have no seeking from this. I have no reward. I'm not seeking a reward from this work. Don't seek a reward. Just dedicate yourself. But Sonia, I've given you 2-3 points. Today the time is over. I have to close. But tomorrow at 8 o'clock we will continue some similar subject. With folded hands, I bow down to you. Thank you, everybody.